Hi, I'm Michael, your handyman, and back for another segment, another quick segment that is a pro tip. We're in the basement of a residence and we're trying to figure out what to do with these batteries. Let's show you that now. Okay, as you can see, look at our Ego batteries. Have you just recently invested in some Ego products? And maybe you found some places to store all of your Ego tools, but then nowhere for the batteries. And here are the batteries, as you can see, clicks in as such. And the batteries fit all of the different the different tools that they have to offer. So with this being said, one moment. Okay, as you can see, our batteries were everywhere, but in a solid place, out of the way. And so a quick fix and a solution to this problem, a pro tip, is I came out with a board. And let me show you that now. I'm gonna walk you through the process of everything I did, but let me show you that. Okay, here is our solution to the problem that we could address with a simple solution. We took a standard sheet of OSB from our Home Depot. This was some scrap that was left over. We found these. It's a product called, let me see if I can give you a close up of that. Let's see. Okay. If you can see that, get the light a little bit, coming to the light. Okay, as you can see that, Stealth mounts. You can get this off of Amazon. Now, with this product, I affix the holder, if you will, the mount onto the board in a set pattern, if you will. I set up my measurements accordingly, and I'm gonna walk you through that so you can see everything that I did step by step. And let me show you how the mount goes into the battery. Let me do that now. Okay, this is how the mount will go into the battery. This side will be face down, and if it was affixed already, you would slide the battery over it and click it all the way down, and it'll be held in place. And when you want to simply remove the battery, just pull up on the battery and it exits its housing as such. Okay, now let's get into this board. Okay, here are the tools that I'm going to be using for this job. I have from here a multi-purpose oscillating tool. I have a impact DeWalt, a magic marker. I have my Milwaukee tape measure. I have two combination squares. I have a ratcheting Phillips screwdriver, a pencil, and a drill with a drill bit. All right, let's take you back. Okay, as you can see, the piece of OSB that we have is 23 7/8 this way, and then running it this way, we have 48 inches. Now, taking that into account, I place each one of the mounts accordingly, basically taking the battery and putting the batteries in, having an idea. Hold on one moment. So basically what I wanted to do is come up with a process where I could space the batteries out evenly, where they weren't butting into each other, and to where you could easily pull them off of the board, and so they wouldn't bump into each other. So what I did is I came up with my different measurement settings from the, let me show you that now, of the first one that I set. Let me take you there. Okay, as you can see, the first one that's here, let me come down a little bit. The first one that's here is set at, let's bring you out a little bit. Okay, and just up a little bit right there. Okay, that one is set from the edge at 4 3/16. Now, the spacing at the top will also marry that. So I put a mark up there, but I'm getting ahead of myself. Let me finish this one at the bottom first. Now my next measurement was here. As you can see, 3.5 inches. So what I did is I found the center point to the mount and I drew a line. So this will be set at 3.5 inches from the bottom, and 3 screws will go in, 3 drywall wall screws. Here are the screws. So that goes into there as such. Now let me show you the placement of a battery. So now when I grab my battery, all I do is lay it in the spacing and slide it down, and that battery is locked in place. Now, like I said, for aesthetics, I wanted to have it easy to have all of the batteries in a uniform, unique way looking on this board, a professional look, if you will. That's what we're going for. Okay, now let's go on further. Okay, now I had to consider what spacing that I want in between each mount. That's 6 inches. What I do is, and this is the reason you see the painter's tape, I use the painter's tape as quick notes to myself in case I have to leave, come back, I don't forget something. So my spacing in between here is 6 inches. So each one of these spaces on this board will be a spacing of 6 inches. And that's exactly how I want it. Okay, now the next thing, okay, let's pause for a second. Okay, as I mentioned, let me see if you can see that line. Each one of the mounts has a line, a pencil line centering the bracket. The bracket will go as such. Let's see if you can see that. You should be able to see this mark right here. The bracket will go as such, placing its center, and then I will affix it to that spacing. And so as you can see, each one, now also, let me also give you this measurement. Now I also took into account from the end to the middle of my mount, that's 6 inches. The next one, the placement, will be at 15.5 inches, followed by 25 5/8. As you can see, let me get it right on the money and move it over so you can see as such. Then our next one is 34 7/8. You can see that line. As we tighten it up, we got our 34 7/8. And then at the end, we're looking at 43 3/4. Okay, now we removed all our brackets. They were not fixed in place. The only bracket that is affixed to the board is the one that you're currently looking at now. That one is going to stay on the board. Now, initially, this was going to be a complete board and not be cut. But in giving it some thought, I think it would be wise at this time to cut the board. So with that in mind, as you can see a line in the center right here. It's not centered. Let me give you a measurement of what that is. One moment. Okay, as you can see from our tape measure, we got 21 inches. So 21 inches, I'm going to cut that board in basically in two pieces. So we're going to use we could use a saw, but we're going to use our multi-purpose tool. So let's start getting this cut. Okay, we're going to start cutting with our multi-purpose tool as such. Let's take our lock off. Make sure, everything is secure. All right. And let's start that now. As you see, that's cutting nice and smooth. All right, let's get this cut. Okay, we're at the end of our line. Okay, our line is cut. Let's turn on this vacuum cleaner. Okay, we're gonna clean that up real good. Okay, now what we're gonna do is we're gonna put our first board here. Let's show you that now, or what that looks like. Okay, this is where our first board is going to go. So let's get that up now. Okay, we're going to get our first screw up and through our OSB and into our wood in the back. Now let's straighten that out. Okay, let's grab our level first. Okay, with our level in place as such, we're gonna put in a screw here and lock us in, keep us level. So that's not going anywhere. And now let's get some more screws into that and lock this board in place. All right. Okay, we're gonna get a screw here. We want to make sure this isn't coming off of this wall at any cost. Now let's start getting these mounts up. Okay, let's get this mount up. We split the difference, center it up. Let's get that on there right. Okay, we're on our money mark. Let's get that in. Not too tight. Gonna orientate that as such, in line with our one at the bottom. Now let's get some more screws in there. And you don't want to over torque them. Be careful, because you can split these. They will break, referring to the mount. Okay, nice and sturdy. Now let's get those other ones done. Okay, as you can see, we have our brackets up, and we just started putting our batteries up. So our batteries will be able to be tucked away onto the wall and out of the way. Let's get these up here. And now this is a good permanent solution to battery storage. You can still get to them. They're right here. They're tight to the wall. You can easily just push up on them and pull it back down. Easy peasy, as I like to say. All right, with that being done, our homeowner will be happy that they have storage where they can store their batteries up and off of the floor, especially if a flood were to occur. You want those batteries up and off of that floor so they don't get wet. Well, with that being said, let's go on to our next job. I'm Michael, your handyman. Please hit that like and subscribe. And as always, think safe and be safe. Talk to you later. See you on the next job.